President Emmerson Mnangagwa earlier this week chaired his first cabinet meeting of the year. Top on the agenda was Constitutional Amendment number 3, widely seen as paving the way for him to remain in power until 2030. Some legal experts say a public referendum is required, but Zimbabwe's Justice Minister Zim maintains that the constitution can be amended without a public referendum.
Because this is a constitutional bill, it doesn't need referral to the Parliamentary Legal Committee. So once we introduce it, we then start the second reading stage, where we then introduce the bill formally in Parliament, and debate will commence in Parliament. Once the second reading is done, we then go into committee, and that process, it depends on the parliamentary calendar. I cannot speak on how long it will take, but once it's gazetted, it can even take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, depending on the business of Parliament. What is it that we want to do? But basically, that's the process.
Law experts say they have already begun the process of fighting the proposed changes and will not allow a few people to take away the power of the majority.
No person in this country has the power from nowhere, from the secrets of your meetings or bedrooms. Just come up with far-reaching proposals and say, these are the proposals. Within 90 days, we will actually be changing the constitution. That is not part of the mandate that they were given to govern the country. So if you are the president, you're not given the mandate to change the way in which we are governed, or even to make proposals. If you are parliament, you have no mandate to actually then say, well, we are here, we are given 5 years to be parliamentarians, we now want to give to ourselves a further. I mean, it's completely unthinkable. So I should say that the proposals don't make sense and that they shouldn't be part of our constitution.
Civil society organizations have echoed calls for a national referendum, insisting that any change proposed by the Mnangagwa administration must be subjected to direct public approval.
Term limits are a foundational core component of the Constitution of Zimbabwe as we agreed to it in 2013. One of the basic principles we also agreed with was that the Constitution was so fundamental that it won't be altered, and that there were certain provisions that would not be altered without the consent and express consent and approval of the people of Zimbabwe. Anyone who wants to amend a term limit provision will require a referendum to amend and remove the term limit. We said in section 328, if you do manage to succeed in a referendum to remove a term limit, that term limit will not benefit you as an incumbent. And we said, for it to benefit you as an incumbent, you have to go to another referendum.
The cabinet proposal has triggered intense political debate, and tension is mounting in the country. But with a highly fragmented opposition, a sustained resistance is limited.
And the last and the most important line of defense is the people of Zimbabwe. In certain cases, the people of Zimbabwe will defend the constitution via a referendum. That power to defend the constitution has been taken from the people of Zimbabwe. The constitution bill is going to be debated by parliament, which is made up of men and women who directly stand to benefit from this bill. They are going to determine whether they accept the bill or not on behalf of the masses. After which, the bill is going to the president, who is a person who is going to directly benefit from this bill. So there is a conflict of interest of cataclysmic levels. There is clear conflict of interest. People who directly stand to benefit are sitting in judgment of any issue that benefits them.
Some have already approached the Constitutional Court to challenge the plan to extend Mnangagwa's term.
That kind of an arrangement is going to violate the Constitution. More so if you look at Section 328. We are saying they should not benefit from this kind of an amendment because they are the incumbent, they are the ones that are in office now.
Critics warn that Zimbabwe's legislature, which is heavily dominated by Mnangagwa's ruling ZANU-PF party, will pass the amendment, effectively leading to the suspension of the 2028 elections, thereby throwing the country into a constitutional and diplomatic crisis. Ditaba Tsotetsi, SABC News.